And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gem in the Crypto episode 1178, I believe. Today is Friday, December 22nd, 2023. And I'm King here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto most days, Monday through Friday at 10ish. Today's top stories. In Argentina, contracts can be settled in Bitcoin, says the foreign minister. Senator reveals the American Bankers Association helped craft new anti-crypto bill. Senator Warren calls out crypto industry's revolving door of Washington insiders. And Bitcoin ETF issuers push 3 crypto ads in 48 hours. But first and foremost, of course, let's go ahead and take a quick look at these prices. Oof, oh, man. All right, Bitcoin is coming in sideways. $43,643 is bouncing around. As you can see, up 0.11% on a 24-hour clock. Ethereum at number 2 at $2,332, up 4.96%. Number 5, Solana has flipped a lot of tokens here in the last 48, 72 hours at $94.12, up 9.15%. Had 22% on the week so far. Ripple at number 6 at 61 cents, up 0.98%. Number 10 is Dogecoin at 9 cents, up 2.51%. You just saw that change there. Trending tokens are Bonk Coin, Solana again, and Gorilla. And recently added have been Fluid, Fusion, and Aki Network. Fear and Green Index has went back up about 5 points to 75. Bitcoin dominance at 51.4% and Ethereum dominance at 16.8%. All right, a few quick things on prices. I'm seeing the talk of the town when it comes to pricing right now. And the word is buy the news and sell the rumor, right? Or excuse me, buy the rumor and sell the news. I said that backwards. Essentially, a lot of people are saying, hey, this ETF pump is officially been priced in right now. That's what a lot of people are saying. They're saying this ETF pump is priced in. The ETF should come here within the next 3 or 4 weeks. A lot of people are guessing. Again, I thought it would not happen until after Martin Luther King Day sometime. People have, some people are saying, hey, it could happen before that first week or two of January. Regardless, though, a lot of people are saying that, hey, if and when this does come, this buildup these last few weeks and months have already been priced into the equation, and they're expecting a big sell-off. Now, I don't think that's going to happen because, again, the metrics are different right now. Of course, we're going to go into a halvening cycle, even if they do announce it first. So that supply and demand itself will make the price gradually rise. But I could see like a small little dip the day of or the day after, or whatever, because most people have already bought in. But again, that's not going to stop the long-term growth of it. So if you're looking at the micro charts, and yeah, I get it. Maybe, hey, the next few weeks, maybe the next 10 or 15 days, we'll see a small dip. But I don't think it'll be that crazy. It'd be very interesting if it actually were that crazy as well. And again, I just want to reiterate the fact that BlackRock just met with the SEC the other day again. They're meeting with regulators and agencies. I just want to point out the corruption there, that none of this started until BlackRock decided that they wanted a Bitcoin ETF. And then magically, literally, we're closing in here on 4 or 5 months from the moment they announced it, they're getting it. So BlackRock announces they want an ETF. They get their ETF within 12 months. That is absolutely incredible and corrupt have I ever seen it, especially with so many other companies year after year after year have been trying to do the same thing, and essentially nothing has changed at all. But that is the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. All right, really quick, let me give some shout outs to you warriors. Welcome back to the show. Oh, and let me give another shout out to the Simon Family Ventures. Shout out to Simon Family Ventures. They are closing in or just closed in on their 100th episode. Hand clap, hand clap, hand clap. Of course, if you want your kids involved in Bitcoin, crypto, and the likes of that, make sure you're checking out Simon Family Ventures. They're doing a great job on their show. Awesome job. And they just closed it on those 100 episodes. So make sure you're showing them that love and support. Of course, that's amazing what they've been over there doing also. So I want to make sure we say that for them. I'll go ahead and throw the link in the chat. Feel free to call in whenever if you want. For the most part, it looked to me the news cycle was kind of slow today. So not that many news stories as you saw, but there's a couple for me to start to rant and rave on. So no worries there. They'll still be pretty entertaining. Here, let me go ahead and throw that link in the chat. And of course, want to give some shout outs. About to mess up this link. Want to give some shout outs to everyone in the chat, actually. What's going on? EQ, Just Call Me L, Satoshi Slim, Raquanji, Birdtime Music Group. For sure. Appreciate that, L. DM Carr, PFC Wills, JB Malcolm, Rex, Zyro, Memories of Mike, Lift Hunt Game. I love that name too, Lift Hunt Game. I mean, that's what it's about. Unplugged Soul, Rashu, Zyro. Good morning, Smitty Farms. I've seen everybody pop up. Malcolm Jackson, Crypto Night Train. Morning. Welcome back to the show. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, folks. All right, top story of the day in Argentina. Contracts can be settled in Bitcoin, says the foreign minister. That's right, Diana Mondino announced the news on X on December 21st, following a decree by the Argentine government. Shout out to my Argentine friends I have here in California, in the United States as well. I have a few folks from Argentina, pretty cool. Diana Mondino, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, International Trade, and Worship of Argentina, has claimed that a decree legalizing the use of certain currencies in contracts and for payments would apply to Bitcoin. In December 21 post on X, Mondino said that a decree seemingly aimed at economic reform and deregulation would allow the use of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in the country under certain conditions. The basis for the reconstruction of the Argentine economy decree passed on December 20th did not specifically mention crypto, but included provisions that debtors had the choice to pay in currencies not recognized as legal tender in Argentina. We ratify and confirm that in Argentina, contracts can be settled in Bitcoin, said Mondino, and also any other crypto. You can see the tweet or the, the X here on the X thread where she said it. And wow, this is amazing news. So right now in that region, off the top of the head, of course, you're talking El Salvador, Argentina. A lot of people don't like to recognize it, but it is what it is. Venezuela, right? A lot more countries. I mean, they're popping up left and right daily, and they're allowing for more freedom and further use of Bitcoin and crypto as a whole. This is just another example. I think this is a great example. Why? Because next year, when this starts to work, when people are saying this contract has been selling Bitcoin, that contract, of course, they're going to wait for the headline, right? The moment we get that 5 to 6 figure, 7 figure contract settled in Bitcoin successfully, it could be something as simple as a car sale, a home sale, a business contract, the selling of a business, right? Any of these things, the moment that headline comes, you better believe they are going to literally parade it through the circuit of news stories. I can't wait to see it. I think other countries will see that headline once it comes, and they'll be more open to doing business with Bitcoin. Because again, why would you stop business? Because of the underlying currency. You wouldn't stop it for anything else. If I said this were to only, I mean, I don't even have to make anything up. Right now, I do a lot of ad work. I think I told you all this a few weeks ago. I'm starting to do the UGC ads at home. So you'll see me pop up in those social media ads. But they send you products. They want you to do the ad and you get to keep the product. I just got a whole new set of golf clubs I'll be doing today, folks. Amazing stuff. Or at least there's a new set of irons. But there's like a 500, 600 set of irons that's got today. So a lot of cool stuff that I get in the mail to do reviews on and blah, 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 right? They don't all pay me in USD. These are like, I'm working with a ton of international clients right now, international businesses, things of that sort. They are not paying me in USD. Actually, I have 2 big companies right now for the last few months have been paying me in euros, right? Which I'm cool with because usually euros are higher than the dollar amount. So whatever the price for the euro is, I usually make more money in USD. But the bottom line is I don't get paid in USD normally for some of the projects I do. So again, why would that stop for Bitcoin? What if another client was like, hey, same project, same everything. We're not paying in USD or euros. We're going to be paying in Bitcoin or one of these altcoins. Again, you know me, it's got to be a big enough altcoin, Ethereum, or a popular one, enough one that's liquid. But by and large, there's no reason for any store, government, or anybody else to say, no, we can't do business with this for whatever reason. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's just another underlying currency. Okay, you can use it. It doesn't bite. It doesn't hurt you. You'll live. So again, I'm glad to see Argentina leading the way, showing people that it's safe and it's okay to use. Like any other country, I expect to see this gradually blow up, not only because of their citizens using it, but because they're of those citizens that do international business. Actually, wow, you're talking about timing. The golf club thing I'm about to do today, the people, I think is a US based company, but the people who are sourcing it to me are from Argentina. They got a +54 country code. I'm pretty sure that's Argentina. Somebody look it up. I think it's a +54 country code. Where's my phone? But yeah, so I'm already literally today doing business. I wasn't even thinking about it. I'm doing business today with an Argentina company Let me look at this country code because I want to get it right. Yes, +54 country code. I'm looking at it right now. All right, I'm already doing business with Argentina today. So I'm happy to see this come out because this same company has already sent me like 3 or 4 different business things. Next year, give it a few months, I'm gonna hit them up and say, hey, can we do this in Bitcoin moving forward? Like if they say yes to that, that will be amazing. So and again, normally most companies and most people would not say yes to it because they'd be like, huh, what do you mean? But when you literally have the minister of your entire country say, hey, we're going to start selling contracts in this type of currency and other ones like it, then that gives me a little bit more credits and a little bit, it gives me more of an ability to reach out to them and say, hey, can we do this? And they actually be receptive to it. So I think this is great news. Why stop the flow of business? It's going to make business so much simpler. Again, one of the companies I'm working with, since they are international, it takes like 30 days for the payment to come, which is absolutely ridiculous with all these different payment platforms. So if I can get that switched over to Bitcoin and crypto, I'm assuming those payments will come a lot sooner. So shout out to Argentina. Really cool to see way to lead the way. It says also the parties have the liberty to specify the amounts and the type of currency used for the bond or security deposit, as well as for the method of reimbursement upon leases conclusions as well. Wow. So that's also going into selling contracts using liters of milk or steers. I guess they used to do also, or they are doing now. So they're opening it up for everything. And again, this makes perfect sense to me. Let people pay and accept what they want. Okay. It's one thing if it's just like, no, we're not accepting this. We don't want it. But if it's literally a merchant saying, hey, we accept it, and there's a buyer seller saying, hey, I want to give this to you, then let them have it, right? Why stop the flow of good business all because you're angry that you didn't invent it or something? I don't even know what the deal is anymore when it comes to that. But whatever it is, why stop the flow of business just because a few bankers aren't happy that they can't get cut in with it as well? Let me see what you all are saying in the comments really quick. Malcolm Jackson, somebody in their feelings, hey, I get we getting people in the comments. What's going on? Let's see. I've been playing with Chat GPT a lot lately. Oh, have you actually been using Chat GPT to trade? That's interesting. If so, what else do we have going on in the comments? Any ETF being sold, BlackRock wants in. You already know. Oh boy, the scammers are about to run wild over there. Let's see. This will get ugly before it's completely solid. That and any other crypto is so misguided. Now that, I mean, I can agree with that. Yeah, scammers are going to take off with this, of course, but that's with any part of any space, any market. There's going to be people in there to scam still. The criminals. Criminals are going to criminal, right? So we can't stop moving technology and things like that forward only because there's going to be criminals in space. We know it's going to be criminals. Let's see. Sadly, my GPU isn't good enough, so it's been running like crap. Oh man, all good, all good. But at least you see it's working. What else do we have? Chat GPT was using DeFi, Llama, and Coin Market Cap plugins to build out its projections. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't forget Chat GPT also. I mean, a human had to put that data in there or at least allow those certain APIs. So inherently, they are going to be skewed, right? And like they will definitely be skewed inherently, especially if you use like the likes of Coin Market Caps versus a lot of different DeFi platforms. So those will give you all different type of trends, metrics, so on and so forth. But again, it's about finding the best one that works and the best one that works for you as well. Let's see. Let's see. Not for trading yet, just projections to see what comes up. I've been building a trading application now. Incorporate AI. I'm using Chat GPT to help build it. That's pretty cool. And this is the cool technological stuff I like to see in the space to see what comes next, because I guarantee like whatever you can build with crypto that works, you could probably apply that to the traditional sector as well. A lot slower. The metrics won't be as wild and volatile, of course, but still using the same proprietary work. I'm sure it could work as well. So that's pretty cool to see. All right. Ooh, this was a good story. Here are a couple good stories right here. Oh my goodness, people. Both of these stories are essentially the pot calling the kettle black. Senator reveals the American Bankers Association help craft new anti-crypto bill. Let me say that again. The American Bankers Association, you know, the people who Bitcoin and crypto is putting out of business, they help craft a new anti-crypto bill. I mean, well, hell, why didn't we let the Ku Klux Klan make the civil rights bill? Why don't we Why don't we let Nazis make civil rights and human rights bills for us in 2023? Why not? Like, what could go wrong, right? They're people too. They have an opinion and a voice just like the rest of us. See that, people? I can even argue for the Klan and for Nazis if I needed to. Okay, it's called being objective and finding ways to win arguments. Shout out to debate class in high school; they taught me that. All right, but seriously, like, this is absolutely insane to me. This is what's going on behind closed doors. This is what I keep screaming and shouting about when I say corruption and all this other stuff. I'm finally glad I got a piece of hardcore evidence. So the next time, if anytime I'm on the news or whatever that, and they try to get me like they did the Winklevoss twins, where they're like, well, do you have any proof of evidence of corruption or anything else? I can pull up this article and say, absolutely yes. You use the American Bankers Association to write an anti-crypto bill. Really? Like, who are the American Bankers Association would write anything positive for crypto? That makes no sense at all. I mean, let me see how many I can come up with really quick. How many metaphors can I, like, let's tell the quarterback, let's have NFL quarterbacks tell their linemen, we don't need you today, don't block. Like, we don't want linemen in the NFL anymore. Like, where can I go with this? Let's have basketball players in NBA tell the NBA, we don't need basketballs anymore. We don't need those to play. We'll figure something else out. We'll just jump and tap the backboard. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying here. I'm pulling. I'm reaching. But you all get it. It makes absolutely no sense for bankers to actually help craft a crypto bill with actual senators. Like, the slap in the face here is that these senators are getting paid with everyone's tax money, people. They're supposed to be here for their constituents, the general public, their region, blah, blah, blah. But instead, they're saying, nope, we are literally just here for the bankers. The lobbying organization for the U.S. banking industry. And again, this is essentially a private company. It's a lobbying organization. A private company for the U.S. banking industry, the American Bankers Association, was asked to help with the anti-crypto legislation, according to recent comments from the senator. That doesn't sound like someone who went into this objective, who said, hey, we're not picking sides. We're going to do right by the American people, and we're going to protect them, and we're going to write out what works best for everyone, right? Or at least their constituents. But it looks like they only have constituents of bankers. I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently there's areas in the United States, they are literal states. Remember, senators are for the entire state, folks. Senators are for the state, not a jurisdictional region of a city or a township. It's for the state. So what you're telling me is that we have entire states who only, on 100% of the people, only want banking to exist. No crypto. 100% of that state wants. If that's not corruption, I don't know what is. Again, these people need to be investigated, fired, and charged with fraud, waste, and mismanagement of American taxpayer funds. And honestly, they need to be lined up for treason if it was up to me. This is as treasonous as it gets because it is disrupting not only American business in general, but the faith in the American government. It's eroding it. Like, oh, don't get me started. I know I used to do this shit for a living. All right, it's only 7:30. Give me 15 more minutes and a nice little thing of water. Let me finish this water in 15 minutes. I can go crazy. All right, I'll have these people up for treason. They're eroding the confidence of the American government. All right. I'm serious though. Like, I'm being dead serious. This is absolutely disgusting behavior from a senator. Big banks have been helping United States Senators Roger Marshall and Elizabeth Warren, none other than Elizabeth Warren. Didn't I say everyone who signed that first, everyone who went along with that bill where she says Hamas was using crypto to fund terrorism and upwards of 100 million? Didn't I say everyone who blindly signed that should be investigated? I'm staying on that still. Everyone who signed that bill, her anti-crypto bill and all this other stuff, blindly talking about Hamas is being funded using crypto and terrorism, trying to stoke the fires again, eroding confidence in the American government, right? They all need to be investigated. Like, this is literally treason and corruption if you ever seen it in real life happen. Big banks have been helping U.S. Senators Roger Marshall and Elizabeth Warren draft their controversial anti-crypto bill. In a December 20th video that surfaced on X, Marshall admitted that he and Warren approached, and this was like the slap, you approached them. The lobbying firm didn't even have to do no lobbying. They just had to exist. And you all, hey, can y'all help us crush the crypto market? Why would two U.S. senators who are here to protect the American public and clearly judging off the price point of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, the market cap, the American public, at least some of us, enjoy and want this? Why are you doing things to stop it? Why are you doing things to destroy it? I don't understand. Again, it's un-American, it's treasonous, and it's corrupt. Marshall admitted that he and Warren approached the largest lobbying organization for the U.S. banking industry, the American Bankers Association, for assistance in crafting the Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act. If two U.S. senators who make all that money, like check out how much they're worth. Two U.S. senators, full staffs. We already paying them to get a full staff. We're paying their salary. We're paying everything. You all needed to help further. You're not the right people for the job then. Like, what the fuck are we doing? If you still need help after all the resources the American public has thrown at you, you are not the right people for the job, period. Like, where does it stop at? They literally just keep the failing upwards. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I need banker help. No. You don't know how to do this. Beat it. Get somebody else who does. You can see here the Chamber of Digital Commerce. Who could be so brazen as to write legislation that would effectively ban crypto? Senator Roger Marshall, MD, the GOP frontman of the crypto ban bill, revealed the American Bankers Association wrote it. And I guarantee you, the only reason he said that publicly is probably because he's getting pressed to do it. You think like they haven't said it. They haven't said it thus far. They never said it as of now. So they're just coming out like, all right, American Bankers Association helped us do it. That's why we got to do it. Like, they had to come out and say this for full disclosure. But by the way, they're saying it after it's been drafted and pushed around in different directions and has signatories on it. Now they're doing it. But let's be clear. They're only doing it because they have to. If it were up to them, this would be another Wednesday night, Friday night secret, and we might not have found out about it for another 2 or 3 years. Let's hear what they have to say. This is absolutely disgusting.
Senator Warren and I have authored the Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act. That represents a step in the right direction. Again, I think that this is a light touch. The first thing we did is we went to the American Bank Association and said, help us craft this.
Why was that the first thing you did? Oh, he said, no, he wasn't pressed. He said it with pride. The first thing we did was go to a private lobbying firm for some of the biggest institutions, not only in America, but on this planet, that continuously break the laws and get fined time and time again where no one goes to jail. We went to them. We went to criminals to help us write this bill that we're going to push on the American public and tell other adults our age, our other peers, like, let's get this right. What's his name? Marshall? What's his first name? Roger. To me, he Roger, all right? Roger, literally, if you were to see Roger at fucking Walmart, who would he be to you? Not a senator. He would be Roger. So why is Roger telling other adults what they can and can't do with the capital that they earned, or what they can and can't use to do anything when it doesn't hurt? It literally doesn't hurt a human soul. And he's telling his other human adults of his age and below and older and everything, he's telling the rest of the world in the United States what we're allowed to do. Like, this shit is tragically funny and sad at the same time. And again, I want to reiterate, this is what I consider psychotic. This is psychotic to me. This is just as crazy as trying to go shoot up a school to me, because why are you trying to tell millions of adults what they can and can't do that's not hurting anybody when you're talking about their own capital? Well, we know the answer, but still, let's finish this up real quick.
And I don't know if you saw Senator Warren's hearing with Jamie Dimon yesterday, but Mr. Dimon said basically, in his opinion, crypto was only a tool for criminals.
He quoted Jamie Dimon, the guy who had a $1 billion cocaine shipment seized, no jail time. I wonder if King Bless had a ship with, I don't know. I don't want to go, I don't want to go crazy. I don't even want to go $1 billion like Jamie Dimon. I wonder if King Bless had a canoe. It wasn't, I wasn't on it. I didn't do anything. I just owned a canoe that someone else used to ship $10,000 of cocaine from here to NorCal. What would be my punishment? I didn't know they were doing that. This is just my canoe, guys. I didn't know. Can I just get a fine? You think the state of California and the federal government say, you sure, King? You weren't there when the coke was transported on your canoe. Man, we're just going to give you a slap on the wrist, buddy. It wasn't your fault, but we got to fine you for it. Or would I be facing prison time, like legit prison time? But Jamie Dimon gets to have $1 billion cocaine shipment on his ships. It gets caught, seized, and the news story disappears. Fine. He's allowed to get fined every year for different various criminal activities. You have Wells Fargo, who framed 5,000 of their own employees, fired them after the framing job. No one got fired from the C-suite. Instead, they just got fined. All of this is okay. These are the people who they're actually quoting for this bill. Like, if this isn't corruption, my head's gonna blow. People, my head is going to fucking explode. This is madness. This is what people mean when they say, "Not in our day, this wouldn't happen." X, Y, and Z. If I wasn't as focused on my own career, I'll do some drastic shit. I would be the martyr to lead the way. I'll be the dude that was it Timian Square, or whatever, light myself on fire. I wouldn't light myself on fire, but you get where I'm going. This is disgusting, people. Like, this is truly disgusting. Like, hey, tar and feather. I'm not even going molasses with this one. When he walks out, he should have just got that blam, not hot, lukewarm tar and as many feathers as we could throw at one time. Because again, this is treasonous to me, people. All this shit is just keep eroding. Listen, it's eroding the confidence in the American government. You have people like me who's all for the, all right, let's do it, America. Hey. And now we're looking like, yo, y'all crooks. We got senators who are crooks right now. All right, I'm gonna keep going. All right, this is crazy. I just want to hear that again. Shout out Jamie Dimon again. Wow, that's all you know from about crypto. What the biggest competitor to crypto told you? Oh, I didn't have this turned on. My fault, folks. I'm over here watching this bomb. Listen, I get in the zone on your ass.
Basically, in his opinion, Jamie Dimon, Warren's hearing with Jamie Dimon yesterday, but Mr. Dimon said basically, in his opinion, crypto was only a tool for criminals. And I think, again, it's that light touch by the federal government as opposed to a heavy touch as well. That's about all I know about crypto.
Let's do it one more time. Hold on.
That's about all I know about crypto.
One more time. What?
That's about all I know about crypto.
Then why are you creating a bill to ban it if that's about all you know about crypto? Like, wow. The slap in the face. Oh, here we go. All right, look at this quick extra. I see you, Bitcoin Chris. We about to get you in here. Last one. Look at this X thread from Brian Armstrong. Coinbase. Now Coinbase want to show up. And see, this is the problem with going toward regulators. Hold on. I didn't said it from day one. You're going to play friendly with them. I know the game, people. We do the game in the military too, okay? Yeah, ha, 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 yeah. We're just going to need all your natural resources, but yeah, ha, 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 yeah. And all your women too, but and your land. Okay, we need airstrip there. And all right, buddies. Like, come on. This was the game plan. Wait, hey, shout out to American government, man. It's true gangsters, all right? Elizabeth Warren, hand clap. It don't get no more gangster than you, girl. Listen, the last time I seen a woman this gangster as Elizabeth Warren, she was selling cocaine too, Griselda Blanco, all right? What's the godmother? I'm putting Elizabeth Warren up there with Griselda Blanco because she can't even do this type of damage she doing. Like, shout out to you for being a real gangster. I think every gang in America, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, they should study you all, okay? Because I try to tell the gang members out here, guys, wear suits, speak a little proper, and you can get away with whatever you want. Like, they won't stop you. They just want you to look and sound better. You're doing it too raw right now. But yeah, this little tweet X thread here, you can see Senator Warren and Marshall are now lobbying for big banks, says Brian Armstrong from Coinbase. All of a sudden, he's so upset and disturbed. Being anti-crypto is a really bad political strategy going into 2024. 52 million Americans have used crypto. No, they're trying to protect 52 million people. 38% of young people say crypto. Okay, whatever. Brian Armstrong, you had your chance. You picked a side, and you're part of the problem right as well. Like, and this is what I hate. The Brian Armstrong, Elizabeth Warren and them, they're capping for big banks. Brian Armstrong, Coinbase going public gave them more taxpayer money to do this. So, yeah, shut up. Like, just shut up. Bitcoin Chris, what up, though? What you got for us today?
Yo, what's going on? Happy
Hey,
Friday, brother.
hey, happy Friday.
Man, thank you for coming on here, giving us the news, making us laugh per usual, man. I'm over here laughing per usual, man, because you always right on point, man. You always calling it, and we can see through the BS, right? The laser eyes, we can see through the BS, man.
Man, it's crazy
So
out here. It's crazy out here.
it's crazy, man. But
Oh yeah, really quick, really quick. Crypto and Focus is right. Hey, Elizabeth Warren is the runner-up. All right, yeah. Hillary Clinton is the GOAT gangster. She actually getting people killed. So hey, yeah, shout out all them real G's out there. What do they claim? I wonder what they claim in the White House. Like, do they got handshakes? Do they claim? Are they throwing up signs in the back rooms or something? I bet you they are. I know they are. But all right, go ahead, go ahead.
nah, you good. I want to say, why you coming at Samson Mao, bro? Why you coming at Samson
Hey,
Mao
listen.
there,
Oh,
man?
oh, contra indicator Samson. All right, hey, Bitcoin better be 100K in 3 weeks, like he said.
I rock with Samson. You know, you gotta have that positive. You gotta bring that positive hopium out here. You know,
He is positive. I'll give you that. He is definitely positive to say the least. I
because you
agree.
know there's way too many bears and not enough Samson Miles, man. Not enough bulls, in my opinion.
That's fair.
Even
That's fair. That's
yourself,
fair.
even yourself and Bitcoin Zay and then Bitcoin Vegan. Bitcoin Vegans on Twitter talking about 18K is the floor. We got you and Bitcoin Zay saying that we're gonna get one more flash crash down to 20K before we spike.
Hey,
Damn,
I want it. I want it
I
though.
want it
Believe.
too.
I'll talk. You're right. I'll talk it in existence. And listen, that's it, people. New Year. Well, for real, I already said that this really quick on some real. I did say this second buildup was going to happen because it happens every year.
Absolutely.
December 1st through 10th, you get a nice little gain. And then toward the end of the year to January 1st, you get one. Now, normally it's like either the 20, I want to say the 24th, 25th, 26th. One of those days we are going to get a dip. It's not going to be crazy. I think maybe like 2%. We'll get a nice little dip. But then after that, it's going to be up to the first. So this kind of makes sense, but we'll see what happens.
Thank you. Close the door. My girl over here jamming out.
It's all good.
Yeah.
What you got for us today, though? What are your thoughts on the price, ETF, Elizabeth Warren? What's your thoughts?
Man, Elizabeth Warren. So what we need to do, I've been listening to a lot of Jeff Booth. So I've known about Jeff Booth. Give me 1 second. Let me close the door. My girl got the
No
music.
problem. No problem. I got you. All right. While he's doing that, no worry. Next, we will be having another article of the pot calling the kettle black as Elizabeth Warren is going to call out the crypto industry's revolving door of Washington insiders. Oh, listen, the good part about all this madness right now, people, that means something big is about to happen. Because when you got two U.S. senators putting their career, their reputation, and everything else in between on the line just to cap for some big banks, that means it is getting ugly out there. So we'll see what happens. You good to go?
Yeah, it's the okey doke, man. They always try to,
Oh,
first.
she back there jamming. It sound like.
Yeah, my girl loves house music, so she back there jamming.
Oh, hey, everybody knows made in Detroit. I just got in an argument with that on somebody on set the other day. Everybody know house music came from Detroit. All good. Go ahead.
That's right. So Bitcoin price, we're at 43,620 now. I think you know, you know, I don't really care where the price goes because we know long term where it's going to go. We have to break that $45,000 level to see the next, which is I think is 48 to 50,000. I just want to encourage everybody to make sure you continue to orange pill the masses, and we can talk and we can. It's great that we inform these people and inform everybody online, but a lot of us like to sit on not us like, but just in general, right? People like to sit on TikTok, complain about inflation, complain about McDonald's prices going up, complaining about finding a place to eat, finding a place to rent that's affordable. And a lot of people don't understand that inflation is it's going to run rampant. And guess what? They have to print more money. So guess what? It's going to become even more expensive. So if you don't understand it, all you have to do is opt out of the system completely. Then then you're not gonna then you're just gonna continue to suffer, right? Jeff Booth was talking about how it's the compound effect of how we have so many trillions in debt, and the only way for them to get out of debt, they have to continue to print more money, or else we're just gonna the entire system's gonna fall, right? So all you have to do is opt out and buy Bitcoin, guys. We can complain about Elizabeth Warren. We can complain about Jamie the Dinosaur Diamond. We could, we feel the effects of grocery bills being more, but all we have to do is opt out, guys. And a lot of people they're just lost about Bitcoin in general, right? They're still focused on the shit coins, and it's cool to find that 100x gem, but like you were saying, you have to take that money, right, and put it into Bitcoin, because a lot of people just hold on for dear life on a shit coin, and then it goes to zero, for an example, SafeMoon, right? We were talking about you were talking about SafeMoon the other day, right? How there's a bankruptcy and all that good stuff. Even Dave Portnoy, right? Dave Portnoy went in, bought a bunch of SafeMoon, got runs.
Oh, that's who it was. See, I knew. Like, all right, and that's why I mentioned it the other day when some of the folks in the chat was like, nobody really believed in it. They knew it was a meme coin. I was like, nah, it was a couple. I'm telling you, I think he was one of them. There it is. I was like, I remember it was a couple of popular people who were like, no, this thing is going to take over the whole landscape. And I was like, all right, buddy, slow down. What do you think about this? The Digital Wealth Podcast. Shout out to you. Bitcoin fork incoming, backed by the banks with the tanks. I told y'all that's the only way a real ETF happens. What's your thoughts on that? I can see the banks. I mean, they tried to do it in 2017, 2016. So I can see them trying a second one, but I mean, I don't think it's going to work. What are your thoughts on that?
If they can do as many forms, remember that
what is happening? That's crazy.
There's already Bitcoin SV. There's already Bitcoin Cash. There's already Bitcoin Gold. So there's already forks, guys. So you're gonna have to convince all the Bitcoin maxes all over the planet to get off Bitcoin, the original Bitcoin, right? To join the new fork that's controlled by BlackRock. That's not gonna happen, in my opinion. I think it's a good, it's good to play devil's advocate and to have that contrary outlook on things. But I don't think, man, if they do a fork, bro, they're only annihilating their own reputation. Because the people that understand Bitcoin don't even want an ETF. They're gonna self-custody and buy their own Bitcoin. But those entities that need to buy, through the ETF, they're not gonna do that, in my opinion, bro. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm with you, man. My sound is off. Hold on. Is it him or me? I think it might be me or you. Hold on. Are you upside down in your camera right now?
Let me
and I'm hearing an echo too.
All right, let me I'll come back.
All right, I'll get. But yeah, this is let's see, being bearish is cope for people who weren't aping this time last year. Yeah, he is upside down. I thought so. Chris, the new Spider-Man. The banks aren't going to pay miners for a fork. That's true too. I don't think the banks are going to pay the miners for a fork as well. Said never. Laura said you're never going to see 20K again. You'd be lucky to see 33 to 35. Let's see. A safe moon maxi is wild. I agree with that. That's unsafe. Hilarious. Opting out sounds cool until the government slaps us in the mouth. Does not act like they still have the power over the masses. Yeah, that's true too. I do think we'll get another printing press going on. We're going to try to print money to keep up with that demand, to say, hey, the dollar is stronger as ever. Look how much we're doing. So that would be pretty interesting. What else you got for us, Bitcoin, Chris, if you get out here?
I want to say that, I don't know if anybody votes here. Voting, in my opinion, doesn't do anything. I've already been on here and talked about, MAGA 2024. I don't care who gets butthurt about it. I don't care. I don't care about politics at all. But I know that if Biden gets back in, though, we're going to have another crazy 4 years. And we're going to have a bunch of these tyrannical government and politicians trying to, stomp on Bitcoin, in my opinion. So I think MAGA 2024, Trump is going to be, the best candidate for 2024. I don't really care about politicians. I want to tell you guys to look out for Mara, Riot, and all the mining stocks because they're up 400+%, outperforming Bitcoin. So if you guys are into stocks, buy some options if you guys are familiar with that, or buy some stocks, ride it up. We're about to get that cycle. I don't know if we're going to hit the 4-year cycle this year. I think it's going to be different because of institutions. But, if we do come down 80%, 70%, make sure you sell and buy more Bitcoin. And, that's about it, man. Just want to say, just hop on, give you guys some news, stack your Bitcoin and chill. Get all that noise out your head. Get all the politicians. Who cares, man? Don't even feed them, right? We're feeding them with all this attention that we're giving them. Just drown them out, buy some Bitcoin and chill. They're going to try to ban self-custody. They can't ban self-custody. You just got to memorize the 12 words, guys. That's simple. So don't be scared. Yeah. Don't be pussy. Stack your Bitcoin and chill.
There we go. Appreciate that, Bitcoin Chris. Have a happy holidays and happy Friday, my man.
Yes, sir. Take care. Peace.
Cheers. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see. Last couple of stories. This Elizabeth Warren one again. We're still on Elizabeth Warren here. Gang. We're going to keep that going for one more story. Senator Warren calls out crypto industry's revolving door of Washington insiders. Again, I just want to point out the hypocrisy here. According to the Massachusetts senator, many government officials could be laying the groundwork while in public service to audition for positions in the crypto industry. Kind of what has been happening, and continues to happen in the banking industry. So she's mad that everybody's in her service and her peers are doing to crypto what they did to banking already. And she wants to call it out. She says in December 18, letters to leadership at advocacy groups, Coin Center, and the Blockchain Association Senator Warren cited a Politico report. This lady just be citing some reports. You have the money and the capabilities and the staff. Do your own report. Like, run your own report. Why do you keep citing other reports? Cited a Politico report that certain entities within the crypto industry had a small army of former defense, national security, and law enforcement officials. I've been saying this since 2017. Aimed at stymieing regulation of digital assets, she reiterated claims that crypto is behind the financing of U.S. designated terrorist organizations, including Hamas, the group behind the October 7th attack on Israel. So she's still sticking with that one right there. Interesting. Hilarious. According to Senator Warren, the revolving door between the crypto industry and Washington, D.C. insiders suggested that many government officials could be laying the groundwork while in public service to audition for digital asset lobbying positions. She referenced crypto exchange Coinbase's Global Advisory Council, which initially included former Senator Patrick Toomey, former Representative Tim Ryan, and former Representative Sean Patrick Maloney. She's being quoted as saying this abuse of the revolving door is appalling, revealing the crypto industry is spending millions to give itself a veneer of legitimacy while fighting tooth and nail to stonewall common sense rules designed to restrict the use of crypto for terror financing, rules that could cut into crypto company profits, said Senator Warren. All right, so she's still on the this is for terrorism. A couple of things. I want to see how her contemporaries feel about her calling people out who do this, because again, they've already done this in the traditional side. I don't know. This was amazing about technologies. I wish you had to do this when these representatives make these statements and stuff. I wish right in front of them, people just went to Google. Federal Reserve, U.S., United States regulators hired. All right, I'm going to say regulators hired. I'm going to go Federal Reserve, United States regulators hired. See what pops up on Google. All right. Let's see. Oh, Federal Reserve board members. How the bank president. I thought I can give me a quick one. Let me do another one. I'm gonna do a quick one. We're about to find some senators working for some of these banks. Senators, let me see. Senators working for Chase Bank. It comes over there. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Here's one from 2012. Many lawmakers personally invested in JP Morgan Chase. Okay, there one. That's just investments. Let's see what else do we have. But my point is, people, if you do a deep dive real quick, I was hoping it pop up right now. They're lucky I couldn't get anything. But if you do a deep dive, you'll see that this revolving door has existed well before and beyond cryptocurrency. A lot of these people who work at different banks as compliance officers, this, that, and the other, they used to be regulators. They used to be Congress people. They used to be senators, as well as their advisory committees and so on and so forth. So for them to say that, hey, this is just happening with Coinbase and this is just happening in the crypto sector, it's definitely disingenuous at the least. And again, it's crazy to me that she's even doing it, but she's still lying about the terror financing. So why stop now? She is making it very clear who she's here to protect and where her efforts are lying at. So unfortunate to see, but it is what it is. I think I just actually took it off. My bad if you couldn't see it. Let's see. I just saw a couple of good comments. Let me see. They say shit like that there was no terrorism in Hamas before 2009. Right. So that's my point. Yeah, terrorism just started with crypto. Without crypto, the terrorism thing would be a thing in the past. It's all crypto's fault. Blah, 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 blah. Waste, fraud, and abuse of taxpayer money. PFC Will said, I think Hester Pierce would be one of those people, but more than likely this bill will allow more folks to cross the line to private sector. Supporting a documented racist and someone who's against the Constitution like Trump is no different. Okay, all right. I had to agree with that. Just inform you. Listen, let's be clear. Even if a person is racist, if they're not actually doing racial policies, I don't care. Trump was not, at least for blacks from what I saw, wasn't endorsing racist policies. I don't care what he calls you or calls me. Who cares? Don't touch people's money and don't touch the policy stuff. Like another guy who's the current president actually has a history of locking up hundreds of thousands of people of color and minorities for things as simple as marijuana possession. That is a very racist policy. People with cocaine possession don't see the same type of punishment. That's an actual policy that affects humans. So no, I can care less what a person mean tweets. You can mean tweet all day. You can mean, as long as you don't mess with my money. Hey, Trump wasn't messing with my money. You can mean tweet me all day. I can care less about that. Biden's not mean tweeting, and he's fucking with the money. All right. Where aren't y'all getting? I just saw Circle throw out an email yesterday. I got the email yesterday from Circle. It says, if you've done any business over $20,000 from 2016 to 2020 in crypto, we just gave the government all our information. All right. That just happened the last few days ago. Circle just sent that out via email if you got that. Yeah, I'd rather somebody say some mean shit to me and not send me that email. That email was as mean as it gets. You going back to 2016? Damn, son, where they do that? All right, I'm not with that one at all. So, yeah, I don't rock with either. Like I always say, who cares about politicians? Honestly, if you improve your own personal value, there will be nothing to stop you anyway. Right, left, red, blue, racist, non-racist. Stop leaning on an adult to protect you. You got to protect yourself. You got to make it work for yourself, okay? Stop looking for an adult to do it. Stop looking for another human being to show you the way. You must show yourself the way, my youngins. All right, Bitcoin ETF issuers push 3 crypto ads in 48 hours. You all mentioned this the other day for a couple of them. It looks like it's been going even crazier. 3 commercials for Bitcoin ETFs have appeared this week as the marketing war between competing asset managers heats up. That's right. Spot Bitcoin ETF issuers have fired 2 new salvos in the brewing crypto marketing war, rolling out a total of crypto ads in just 2 days. And by the way, again, I don't know how this isn't illegal. Like this isn't regulated. They didn't say you can do it. It's not there, and they're doing advertising for it. To me, that's swaying public opinion. This could be the same. Listen, imagine if it was a big court case going on, a big murder trial or something, and the defense or the prosecution decides to run commercials against the other side. Like, come on, everybody be like, all right, knock it the hell off. This is illegal. But you're doing that with, again, a product, a financial product as an institution that hasn't even been accepted yet. This is the stuff where it's like, how can you go after retail investors and individuals, and big institutions are allowed to do this? This is madness. Of course, Bitwise rolled out the first Bitcoin ETF advertisement on December 18th. You all have mentioned that to me last week, featuring actor, earlier this week, I guess. No, didn't it come out last? I could have sworn it came out last week. Featuring actor Jonathan Goldsmith, known for his I guess it was Monday, for his most interesting man in the world character from an advertising campaign with Dos Equis. Days later, on the 20th, Hashdex published its crypto advertisement featuring a dumpster, it says dumper, but I'm assuming dumpster truck with the caption, "Stocks aren't crypto. Fixed income isn't crypto. Precious metals, nope, not crypto either," before promoting their firm. And then Bitwise responded with another short ad featuring Goldsmith on the 20th as well, where he said, "Thought you would like to know. Satoshi sends his regards." All right, so everything's on track as far as what we talked about here, the narrative being hijacked, media and messaging starting to form around derivatives instead of the underlying products, so on and so forth. You can expect to see a lot more of this going into next year. Now, the good thing is this is good for all markets, right? It's going to improve the commercial market, caterers, actors, all these people eat off it, right? And then, of course, for those who are interested in ETFs, they find out, become knowledgeable about it, and they can buy those. And then, of course, for the institution, they can get their ETF. And hopefully, for the overall market, they're backing those ETFs one-to-one with actual underlying assets, which would be good for the market at play as well. So it could be a win across the board for the most part. But again, this is going to happen. It's going to keep happening. It's going to get bigger and broader. We saw Tom Brady, Steph Curry, Shaq, these type of people along the likes of these people in crypto commercials already. But this was from like companies. These were for the FTX. These were from crypto companies. Now you're about to get it from the banking and institutional side. It is going to be crazy. They have marketing departments, commercial departments, TV ad spots already bought the next 10 years. They just need to fill them with whatever the market is at the time. And it looks like that market is going to be ETFs. So I guess next year's TV and streaming will be even more interesting as far as commercials that push back. Be ready for all your friends and normies next to you to tell you about Bitcoin and ask you, do you know about the newest token out there? But regardless, this is happening. You can see here, wait until BlackRock makes the ad with Novik Djokovic saying Bitcoin's for winners, or the Fidelity Super Bowl ad with Michael Saylor saying there is no second best ETF. They're right. When these ads hit the Super Bowl, it is going to be on like Donkey Kong, and I can't wait to see what happens. Other than that, that is the show for today. Let me go ahead and look at some quick comments. I know I probably pissed off a few of y'all. What do you mean you don't care that the guys are racist? I don't care. I don't care. Unless you're about to literally say, hey, everybody who looked like this getting kidnapped today and put in a gas chamber or whatever, don't care. And even then, I wouldn't care. That just give me a reason to start shooting shit. All right. I wouldn't care. All right. Start worrying about yourself and your family. Build it strong. Get this good crypto knowledge. If you got enough Bitcoin, the president ain't gonna matter, people. Trust me. Let's see the last few comments. Humbly said, actually, this Bitcoin ETF is a fiat of a fiat. You're right. That's what they want to settle in cash. We talked about that the other day. We'll see how it actually happens. It hasn't been confirmed how they're gonna do it, so we'll see. ST Reed 81, what's going on? Let's see. Watch the fools start overhauling their portfolios into this mess and start thinking they really are in Bitcoin, and they literally don't even have a seat, not even a key, just more fiat. I can see that. Hey, listen, those lockdowns, you said don't forget Trump supported lockdowns during COVID. Hey, that lockdowns got Bitcoin at 3K, people. We need them again. I was like, let's see what else we have. All right. No politics, people. Forget both sides. All right. The people are watching, allowing the government to erode their voting rights by triggering them with Trump. It's so sad to watch because they still say they believe in democracy. Winners win, folks. There we go. Let's end it on that. Winners win, folks. Point blank, period. I don't care who the president is, who your boss is, where you work at, what you done last night, what you doing tomorrow night, what you doing tonight. The winner's going to win, the loser's going to lose, and that's what it's going to be. Smash that like and share, and I will see you all next week with more crypto news. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas on the 25th. Probably won't stream on that day, but you never know. And for sure, I'll definitely pop up the rest of the week, probably by Wednesday to check in, but we'll see for sure next week. Happy holidays. Listen, don't let the people on the TV box make you go crazy. If you don't see them in your everyday life, I wouldn't too much worry about it. Worry about your everyday life in your city. Build that thing up and life will be great. Cheers. See you all next week. Happy holidays. Hope you get what you want for Kwanzaa, Christmas,